Neverending Chain by Dragon Translator. Chapter 171. Another Oath. Those on the ledge joined Hiccup, Toothless and the other Night Fury in the air. Toothless's father chuckled. "You finally granting my son a race?" The other Night Fury snorted. Sandblast moved around Moondust, hovering where he could see Toothless and the other Night Fury. Hiccup watched Sandblast look between the two Night Furies before his gaze stayed upon the other one.
"Dad and Uncle Alpha will beat you easily."
The Night Fury laughed. "We shall see, young Sandsplitter."
"My name is Sandblast."
Hiccup saw Toothless's gummy smile cross the other Night Fury's muzzle again. "My apologies, Sandblast. Now, Toothless, lead the way." Everyone followed Toothless and Hiccup to a series of sea stacks that had holes blown into them at varying points. Hiccup glanced up and down the ledge, his mind already wondering how they could create such a place back home, so dragons could use it to strengthen their flying, and the riders and the dragons could use it for training. Those watching landed upon different sea stacks, while Toothless, Hiccup and the other Night Fury, and Sunburn, flew to one of the far sea stacks. Sunburn hovered directly over the sea stack, while the two dragons and one human landed and spun to face the course. "Ready?" Sunburn asked. "Ready! Go!" Toothless launched, Hiccup tucked against his brother's neck. The other Night Fury sailed through the first hole, a tail ahead. Hiccup felt Toothless snarl. They shot through. Toothless's wings beat. Hiccup clicked the tail fin. They gained. The other Fury's wings snapped shut. He dove. Toothless chased him. Hiccup closed the tail fin. The other Fury's wings flared. Beat. Another hole. Toothless coiled. Spun. They angled through. Toothless's roll completed. Wings beat. The other Fury stayed ahead by a tail. Second to last hole. A straightaway. Toothless drifted right. Hiccup clicked the tail fin. They came even. The other Fury saw them. Grinned. Coiled. Vapor fluttered in his wake. He shot through the last hole. Went vertical. His wings flared. He dipped on the end like Toothless did at the Red Death battle. Dove at Hiccup and Toothless. Toothless snarled. Barrel rolled. Hiccup kept the tail fin where it should be. He heard screeching protests. Heard Ghidra and the other humans yell Shadowfire's name. He ignored them. Toothless banked right. The other Fury shot up from below. Toothless spun. The other Fury missed by a scale. Alpha magic and his connection to Toothless stirred, snarled, roared. Hiccup heard the other Fury screech. Toothless yowled. Those watching yelled and roared. The other Fury dove. Toothless barrel rolled away. The other Fury banked around. Toothless chased him. Hiccup kept tight against his brother's neck, but felt his soul's power growing. The other Fury's wings flared. Toothless shot past him. He heard another's yell. "Let go!" Hiccup did not know what the other one meant. He ignored the words, paid attention to the wing beats. He ducked, still felt a tail fin against his head. The other Fury did the flip maneuver again, coming straight at him. "Hiccup! Let go!" Hiccup heard gas build in Toothless's throat. He felt his soul's power swell to a point, and something snapped. Horror cascading through him. "No!" he roared. The tail fin snapped, forcing Toothless to bank. Toothless screeched and then silenced as they spun out of control. Hiccup felt terror and then peace as his soul reached out, connecting fully to something. His heartbeat became as Toothless's. His breath followed suit. Hiccup became Toothless, and Toothless became Hiccup. Both flew out of the spin, not one flying and the other just operating the tail fin. They were one. "Finally!" the other Night Fury cried. "Land, you two. Hiccup, please forgive the Tall Singers. I don't think he wanted to do what he's done." Hiccup shifted and his eyes narrowed. "Put her down!" Shadowfire immediately went on all fours and sat Astrid down, releasing her tunic from his muzzle. Stormfly nudged Astrid behind her. She and the other Berkey and Nest dragons hovered around the sea stack, began roaring and screeching at Shadowfire. Hiccup's eyes widened as Shadowfire kept his wings hunched and his muzzle touching stone. He never moved, and he never responded to the other dragons. Ghidra moved around Stormfly, bypassing the Nada's effort to keep her away from Shadowfire, by ducking under Stormfly's wings. Hiccup saw Shadowfire move then. He flinched away from his mother's touch. As angry as he was, Hiccup also saw himself whenever his father yelled at him and the rest of the village just watched, and saw every moment he had been subjected to a group of tribesmen's words, and no one else told them to shut up. "Stop!" Silence fell. Toothless landed. Hiccup dismounted, feeling the connection he shared in the air dull, but still thrum in his soul. Hiccup walked past Astrid, past Stormfly, past Gita. He stopped in front of Shadowfire's muzzle. He saw the tears glistening against the black scales. "Why?" "I swore an oath," Shadowfire whispered. Hiccup's eyes narrowed. "To who?" "Loki." "What did this oath bind you to do, besides hoisting my queen into the air on top of a tall sea stack and endangering her life?" Shadowfire flinched. "Loki knew this would happen. He had Frost leave the room and told me this would happen. He said no one could stop the other Windshrieker. He said you had to go through that. He made me swear an oath to prevent the others from stopping him. He said it would help you." "Any other oaths he made you swear?" "To not say why Frost and I called you Alpha, even though we said your story was not believed to be real at first." Hiccup took a deep breath. That had bugged him, but it had not been an important issue with everything going on. It still remained a low priority. He turned, looking over his shoulder at Astrid. "You okay?" "Yes." Hiccup held out a hand. She walked past Stormfly and took it. Hiccup ran the other hand along her face and neck, checking for himself. "He only held my tunic, Hiccup," she whispered, "and he was crying when he held me up there. I heard him crying." Hiccup turned back to Shadowfire. Silver eyes immediately snapped to the ground, and the dragon hunched closer to himself. "I will find a place far enough away that I am gone, Alpha of the Nest, but close enough Mum does not have to leave. Please don't exile her. Frost and Pale need her." Hiccup jerked. He thought that same thing when he first learned of his alpha magic. He released Astrid and hugged Shadowfire's muzzle. "No!" he cried, burying his face into the black scales. "No!" He said again, "The nest is your home, Shadowfire. You don't have to leave." "Brother," Toothless began, padding around Astrid. "You have to formalize it." Hiccup sat back, staring into Shadowfire's eyes. "I forgive you." He felt Shadowfire relax and saw more tears fall. End of chapter. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Oof, that was dramatic. So I think it's pushing Hiccup to an evolution of his power, and Astrid had to be stopped because if she interfered, Hiccup wouldn't be able to release it. That's what I'm picking up here. And God, swearing an oath to the god of deception and mischief, and knowing it could get you banished? Jeez. Shadowfire, I've got a whole new level of respect for you. And Hiccup seeing himself in Shadowfire two ways. Not only the whole yelling by the tribesmen, but also how he felt like he needed to banish himself. God, the world needs more people like Hiccup. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Like, comment and subscribe and hit that bell to get notified for whenever I upload a new video. Have a good day, night, or whatever time zone you're in. Bye my guys, gals and non-binary pals. I'll see you in another video. Take care.